I started braiding when I was 12 years old. I went to college, got an accounting degree, got a business degree. I always knew I wanted my own business, and I always loved doing hair. But after paying for college, I was not in a situation where I could afford the time or the finances to pay for a cosmetology license. Dreams of doing it professionally just weren't real at that point.
I started braiding hair when I was 16 years old. I learned at a soccer game at my high school, and I'd come home from school and I'd be practicing on all the girls when they got home, so that's how it started. I turned it into a business in 2014. I was braiding out of my house, and then I found out that it was illegal for me to do that, so I stopped.
Back in 2016, when I was serving in the Nebraska State Legislature, a story came to my office, essentially. It was that of a woman who wanted to braid hair for a living and earn an income. But this person was told that because she did not have a cosmetology license, that she was actually committing a crime. I looked at schools in Nebraska to see what the curriculum entailed, what it cost, and what I found was that yes, Nebraska's cosmetology curriculum is about 2,100 hours at a cost of about $20,000 to $22,000, kind of depending on the school. Then I looked a little bit further into the curriculum to determine how many of those 2,100 hours were actually devoted to teaching hair braiding, and I couldn't find it.
For me, I looked into cosmetology school right after high school, but I don't have a desire to cut or color or dye or any of that. So I just couldn't justify spending that time and money on a license that didn't even teach me my craft.
Cosmetology school was not even an option for me. It didn't make sense to me that I would have to do that and they wouldn't teach me the things that I wanted to do once I was done. So I contacted the Institute of Justice. They got me in contact with one of their attorneys by the name of Paul Avalar, and he was great. He, did most of the groundwork in finding Nicole Fox and trying to find a senator that would introduce the bill. We wanted to introduce hair braiding into the law and basically say it doesn't need that type of regulation.
The bill passed in the spring of 2016, was signed into law.
When we got it done in one session, that was mind-blowing. I was just overjoyed.
A woman by the name of Violet Banks gave me a call and said, Senator, I'd like to invite you to a salon that I'm opening. We're having a grand opening here coming up.
And when we got it all open and we had our grand opening, it was like the best thing ever.
Occupational licensing does tend to disproportionately affect those in lower income occupations.
I feel like there are some occupations that should have some level of schooling, but to be this burdensome, crazy amount of hours and money, I truly think that it'll help a lot of occupations.
It is the industries that are asking for licensure, and what it is it's protectionism. It's kind of like a gatekeeper, it's a bottleneck, and it's a government permission slip to work, and really it should be up to the individual. We want entrepreneurs, we want innovators, and we can have more people that are doing what Violet did and opening and starting their own business and employing other people.
You'll see a lot of people coming in and doing what they love because they won't have that, that roadblock in the way.
To get up and go to work and love what you do, that's the American dream. So I got to get my American dream.